You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts.
All right, Black and White Sports supporters, let's talk about the Cleveland Browns. This weekend, of course, Deshaun Watson started the preseason game. Shedeur Sanders came in and started the third quarter, right? Shedeur did not look good. All right, he did not look good. He threw a terrible interception. Point of fact, Dillon Gabriel threw an interception on the exact same play. And I saw some people say, well, take that play out of the playbook. Yeah, except the receiver was wide-ass open, and both of them just missed him. After I watched the replay from a couple of different angles, I was like, Jesus, you got to make that throw because the receiver sitting right there, open. And neither one of them could get it done. Deshaun Watson, statistically, his stats look good. But he did have a fumble, and he really didn't throw the ball over about 10 yards. It was a whole game full of checkdowns. One of the checkdowns was to a running back who took it about 40 yards. So that one play inflated stats. Now, that happens in every game, or a lot of games, for a lot of different quarterbacks, including the good ones. But you get my point. Shedeur is still going to get the start against Buffalo. But it looks like Buffalo's not starting any of their starters. So Shedeur's not going to play against any of the ones. And there's some rumors out there that maybe very few of the ones play for Cleveland. So while it sounds like a even Steven kind of, oh, well, he got to start versus he got to start, so they both get a chance. Did they? Because Deshaun's going to get action with the ones. He got action with the ones. We'll look at the QB tracker in a minute. A couple of interesting polls, and it is really funny how a lot of people are looking at this, you know? Watson's clearly washed. Might as well start Shedeur to shut the crowd up. A lot of people are saying the Browns don't have any QBs. Good Morning Football put this up. Which Cleveland Browns quarterback are you rocking with at this point? 1,800 votes, 42.5% for Watson. Shedeur, 57.5%. Well, that's not the only poll that was put out today. This is Good Morning Football is more of a national crowd, right? Because they got this nationally televised show. Well, you've got local guys, too, that put a poll out. Right here is the tracker for today from ESPN. Cleveland, 15 of 21, 3 touchdowns for Sanders. He took the first team reps. Watson, 13 of 17, 3 touchdowns. Gabriel, they cut him all the way back to 2 reps. So it is firmly Shedeur versus Watson now. Tony Rizzo, do you believe the Browns quarterback competition has been fair to Sanders?
If this is the plan to have a fair competition, I can't name Deshaun the starter. I've got to see Sanders Saturday. That's not fair. One guy got the start in a game with the ones and the other guy didn't. I don't know what Shedeur could do other than go 20 of 25 for 3 touchdowns and no picks to get back in this.
See, Riz, I'd have named a quarterback weeks ago.
Yeah,
to your
said
point.
that. I just said that. But hold on, that's not their plan. You got to see Sanders on Saturday. You do.
Okay, you got to see Sanders because a lot of people thought after the game the other day, I said there may be a chance that they just name Watson, but they're not going to do that. By the way, Todd Monken kind of slurped Watson the other day after the game. Dan Orlovsky,
After preseason week 1, it's not close, the competition. And I've been pumping Shedeur to be the guy. I thought Deshaun played faster. He saw it cleaner, and the ball jumped off his hands a lot more. So the good. This is a simple concept. It's curl flat, but once he sees the defender.
Okay, I don't need the breakdown. I just wanted his comment. After preseason, it's not close. Preseason week 1, it's not close, the competition. And I've been pumping Shedeur up. Interesting. Quote, there's enough data for Todd Monken to name Deshaun Watson the Browns starting QB and get on to preparing for the season opener. Tony Grossi, that was yesterday. It's getting interesting. Let me scroll down here because, yes, I wanted to show you guys this. This is ESPN Cleveland's poll now, right? Let me refresh this. What is shocking about this is a Cleveland-centric poll, right? Deshaun Watson, 52%. Shedeur Sanders, 37.8%, too close to call, 10%. My boy Darnell Carver, who supports all my channels, shout out, Shedeur, Watson is washed past his prime. Watson, unfortunately, I wanted Shedeur to come in this year ready to take it, but here we are. That's an interesting take because I think there's been a few fans that are like, I'm rooting for Shedeur, but I'm throwing in the towel. Or they're rooting for Shedeur, but they're like, look, you got to get guys ready for week 1. And that is true. You're at the point where now you should be starting to game plan a little bit for the season opener. And you can't do that if you don't have a starting quarterback. Because you're going to tailor the game to each one. Todd Monken came out. The most entertaining play of the day the other day, and we talked about this with Shedeur hitting that, 38-yard pass to, I believe it was Floria. And he said, yeah, but he dropped too far back in the pocket. Yikes. Okay. And he did. I brought that up when we watched the highlight. He dropped too far back in the pocket. I'm shocked by that ESPN Cleveland poll that Watson is not only leading, but he's leading by 15% in the poll. I'm shocked by that. That Watson's leading. I figured Shedeur, because it's been, when they've put these polls up, it's been Shedeur. This tells you there were fans that watched the game the other day and thought Watson's a better quarterback right now, and they've changed their opinions. I watched that game the other day. I came away going, I don't know how you don't start Watson. And that sucks because I was rooting for Shedeur. I'm just of the opinion, who the hell wants to watch Deshaun Watson anymore? But here we are. Yeesh. That said, there's still the theory that Watson starts the season and ends up sucking by week 7, and then Shedeur comes in and rides out the rest of the year until you draft a quarterback in 2027, which is really what Jimmy Haslam wants to do, is draft a quarterback in 2027. Tell me what you think. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.